Honorable Kevin McCarthy of the state of California, having received a majority of the votes cast, is duly elected Speaker of the House of Representatives.
What's going on, everyone? It's Talks with Kenny here today, and I guess the predictions have come true. Kevin McCarthy is now Speaker of the House.
Bruh.
For some people, this is but hey, like this seemed to be the more probable cause, right? Many people didn't want to become Speaker of the House. He seemed to be the only one who want the job. This is how it goes, bro. It's just how it goes. But I digress. Let's get into some of the information and what are my expectations from Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House. So this is a Fox News article. As you can see, I have the bias up here. So if you're a lefty and you don't like me using Fox News, well, there's 25% of news coverage that's covering this. So you probably will find an article there. It's just more likely than not, you're going to find more right-leaning people covering the story. That's all I'm going to say. So Kevin McCarthy delivers his first remarks after winning Speaker of the House. Our nation is worth fighting for. It better be, bro. And this is the thing I have with Kevin McCarthy, right? Is that fight, that same level of fight you saw at the speakership?
Bruh.
They're about to throw hands with Matt Gaetz. Bro, they're about to throw hands. Oh, sorry if you don't understand what hands means. Like they're about to, like it's a slang term about like fighting. Like they were willing to go to blows because instead of Kevin McCarthy becoming Speaker of the House on vote number 14, that's what they get mad for, right? And I'm backtracking too much, but the main point of this is that if Kevin McCarthy, we saw that same level of passion, that same level of fight that he had to make himself Speaker of the House, I expect that when it comes to policy making and fighting the Democratic Party about getting bills and certain things in place.
Bruh.
Okay, that same level of fight y'all was fighting amongst each other, y'all better bring that same energy to the Democratic Party, or else that's gonna be an L for y'all 2024. I'm just saying. Let's get back into the article. Kevin McCarthy has won speakership just after midnight Saturday with 216 votes to the Democrats' Hakeem Jeffries 212. Goddamn, they did this at midnight. That's how serious this man was becoming Speaker of the House. They were staying up till midnight. Midnight. Imagine that.
Bruh.
I need that same energy, McCarthy. The same energy. Like, in a day, actions speak louder than words. He showed himself already. He showed, where's this when we're objecting against bills being passed? Like, we need to see more passion. We need to see more debate on the floor. And I think one of the things, if I had my way with the legislation, is having more cameras in there. Hey, let's watch how the House speakers, they debate over bills, right? There should be a channel, like a YouTube channel, where we can go in and say, okay, what did Congress do today? And we can go watch those recordings, because we're doing this. We saw it right here with CPAC, C-SCAN, and all this stuff when we were looking at them electing the Speaker of the House. It should be an everyday accordance in the speakership that everything they're doing is recorded, because essentially you're supposed to be working for us, the American people. And how can you work for somebody if they don't know what you're up to?
Bruh.
It doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. Like, and that's why I'm trying to. That's why I want more transparency in Congress, in the chambers of Congress and whatnot. Now, I sure understand they need some privacy too, but that's kind of what we want, because the expectation has been like, Republicans are all talk. All they do is they say the right things, but there's no action behind it. You saw today, they willing, like, you see when they care, they're willing to fight tooth and nail to get the outcomes they want. And American people just want Kevin McCarthy to fight as hard as he fought for speakership, fight for what the priorities and what we sent Republicans in the House to do. Balance the budget, cut federal spending. You better fight just as hard. I'm just saying. Let's continue. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy officially opens the 118th Congress early Saturday morning, holding the Speaker's give me the L. holding the speaker's gavel and conducting a chamber-wide swearing-in ceremony for new members. His speakership followed a dramatic week of him slowly winning over 20 Republicans who initially did not support his speakership and defected their votes to other members. After his victory in the 15th and final, McCarthy loaded, I hope one thing is clear after this week. I will never give up. Well, we'll see. We'll see. You talking right now. You talking. What kind of, you talking. You talking. All right. I'll never give up for you, the American people. Okay, we'll see. Because right now, he probably know that America, most voters, maybe a slim majority, are not going to sit here and take the same old Republican leadership, say all the right things, but then they're in Congress, they don't do nothing. The House Freedom Caucus, thank you. Like, honestly. He sent the message, hey, we need more. We ain't going to be satisfied with just talk. Our nation is worth fighting for, he added in his opening remark. Upon receiving the gavel as Speaker of the House, McCarthy thanked his colleagues for their support and shared his vision for unifying the legislative body. You know, my father always told me, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And now we need to finish strong for the American people, he said. As Speaker of the House, my ultimate responsibility is not to my party, my conference, or even our Congress. Our responsibility is to our country. You see what I mean? Say all the right things, right?
Bruh.
But what your actions tell us, what your voting record tell us. If you believe that from the start, you wouldn't even, like, you being the speaker wouldn't have been come into question ballot 1. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. But hey, I digress. 2 months ago, you voted for a new direction for our country and you embraced our commitment to America. And now we're going to keep our commitments to you. We'll see. You're on the hot seat now, in my opinion. He should be, actually. His remarks also include a warning for Hakeem Jeffries, who was selected as Democrats' minority leader. If the son of a fireman and grandchild of an immigrant can rise to the highest position in the most important legislative body in the world, and if my colleague Hakeem Jeffries with his life story can rise to lead his party, then opportunity and democracy is still thriving in America, McCarthy said. And yeah, I agree with that. I mean, end of the day, the only thing that's stopping you in America is your ability to take advantage of opportunities. And I'll debate that with anybody. You could be like,
it doesn't matter how it makes you feel.
I mean, that's all I got to say to you. He added to Leader Jeffries that there will be times when we will agree and many times we'll differ. I promise that our debates will be passionate but never personal. And now the hard work begins. What we do here next week, next month, and next year will set the tone for everything that follows. And he gave a warning to Hakeem. I have also a warning to you. I have also won 100% of my conference votes on the floor 2 years ago. So good luck, McCarthy jokingly said. Right? So he got the gavel. He's happy he got the gavel. And we're going to see what his priorities are. Yeah, here he is. McCarthy also revealed some of his priorities for this session of Congress, which includes investigating China, securing the country's borders, and attempting to eliminate some of the federal debt, which is over $31 trillion. God. Oh, my God. Balanced budget. My butt.
Bruh.
We'll also address America's long-term challenges, the debt and the Chinese Communist Party. Congress must speak with one voice on both these issues, the House Speaker said. He vowed to build a nation that is safe and help form a future that is built on freedom. McCarthy also wanted to construct a government that is accountable, where Americans get the answers they want, need, and deserve. Sounds good. We'll see. Our system is built on checks and balances. It's time for us to be the check and provide some balance to the president's policies, agreed. McCarthy added, there's nothing more important than making it possible for American families to live and enjoy the lives they deserve. Okay, well, and he says all the right things, but this has been like same old Republican leadership type talk. Tough thing about being a politician, right? I say this all the time, like being a politician is about compromise. Like, what are you willing to compromise to get what you want? It's all about priorities. If you have two issues, okay, the border or cutting national debt, and the other side say, hey, we'll vote, but you can't do one or the other, or if you want to do this, you got to give us this, right? And sometimes it's two completely conflicting directions that both bills are proposing. And this is like the main problem. Like, this is why when I saw Kevin McCarthy and them fighting, I'm like, yo, y'all need to be this passionate, this motivating when you're debating the other side. Because for too long, the Democrats were willing to be passionate, willing to fight any means necessary to get what they want. And always saying is Republicans, you got to meet up. You got to match where they at. Because we're going to look presidential. We're going to look clean. Because for the first time in y'all lives, y'all showed us y'all willing to get dirty.
Bruh.
Y'all willing to get down. So, hey, keep that same energy. That's all I want to see. Keep that same energy, McCarthy. We pledge to cut the regulatory burden, lower energy costs for families, and create good-paying jobs for Americans. I don't think government can create jobs, but I digress. Maybe if you create government jobs, maybe that's where he's going with it. By unleashing reliable and abundant American-made energy. Okay, I see what he's saying now. He's trying to, and government can only incentivize. I don't think government can actually create jobs, but this is government trying to take credit for what business is doing already. Like, it's crazy. Oh, we facilitate an environment where people are allowed to create more jobs, and then we take credit for the jobs being created. Yeah, that's a bruh for me. Our first bill will repeal funding for 87,000 new IRS agents. You don't need 87,000 new IRS agents because the government should be here to help you, not go after you. The Republican also said that he'll be reopening the U.S. Capitol building, which remained behind additional security measures and mostly inaccessible to the public following the riots of January 6th. Oh, here we go. My friends, this chamber is now fully open for all Americans, he said, which has met with the tremendous applause from both from Republicans and Democrats in the chamber remain silent. Hey. Let me know what your thoughts are about this whole Kevin McCarthy thing. What are your expectations from this house, right? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys support any spending they'll do whatsoever, or you just want him to just sit there and say nope? Like, you just want them to sit down and every bill that passes, you just want Republicans to be like, nope. Or you actually say, hey, yeah, I'm willing to compromise. I want some compromise in Congress, Kenny. I want some progress in Congress, Kenny. I want to hear it from you guys. That's all from me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.